Good afternoon or morning, everyone. This is Rooftop Sports, and here I am back for some Mariners baseball as the Mariners are going to be taking on the Cleveland Guardians in hopes that the Mariners win the series as for they came up short last night on a and now they are 42 and 42 clinging on to a 500 record and Mariners they're just coming off of a loss, and it's going to be a big task for them because they haven't won a series, and this is their final opportunity to actually potentially win this series by the end of June. And it's going to be Emerson Hancock doing the job, going up against Gavin Williams. And let's just go over the lineup. We've got J.P. Crawford. He's going to be playing third base. Julio Rodriguez playing center field. Josh Naylor will be the first baseman. Then we've got Randy Arozarena left field. Cal Raleigh DH. Cole Young second base. Shortstop Cole Emerson. Catcher Mitch Garver, and right field Victor Robles. So it is going to be a big task for the Mariners to get things done. And hold on just a moment. I got to add some of my players for my fantasy basketball team. I just got to add basically whoever I really want to do. Well, anyways, before we get started, let's get into the commercial. Senor, tell me how you make a thin crust Sahara pizza.
With your hands. Cornmeal.
Hello, baseball fans. I'm excited to announce that we are still offering 50% off pizza and 25% off bowling Monday and Tuesdays. Head on over to Snoqualmie Sahara Pizza. This deal will go through May.
And that's how you make a Sahara pizza. Beautiful thin crust.
All right, so we're getting ready for that Mariners baseball coming on. We got Brian Ferguson going, go Guardians, go Guardians. Going to be a solid matchup, especially after we just lost for a few weeks. Jose Ramirez for a few weeks. I had no idea on that because I've just been so buried on the FIFA World Cup, and a lot of things happened. Like yesterday, I was so busy of oh my goodness, like just going over the PR disaster that South Korea is going through because of their disastrous World Cup. Like it was just really, really bad. I know, USA, USA, USA. And believe it or not, I'm actually planning to go to the Belgium game against Senegal just so I can humiliate the Korean Football Association, saying that how much they really messed up. And the tickets prices, they severely, really, really dropped. Like they dropped to like quite a bit. They dropped a bit. Like the tickets were going to be close to $1,000. It was at least $700, but because South Korea did not qualify for the round of 32, the prices extremely dropped. I'm pretty sure they have a good chance against Bosnia and Herzegovina, but wonder if maybe that Turkey game maybe showed a little bit of weakness, even though that was like that was just their last game of the season. So of the group stage. So I don't know. So we're gonna find out exactly where this goes for the Mariners. I know this is supposed to be more about the Mariners than it is supposed to be about the Cleveland against more than South Korea. So I will do my best to just stay focused on that. And now we got Gavin Williams. And now we're going to get ready for that first pitch. And that first pitch will be brought to you by SeatGeek. SeatGeek, use that promo code Rooftop Sports, get your $20 off. Okay. Riley, how's it going? I know that we've been talking mostly on Korean soccer, but this one's for Mariners baseball. I mean, what do you want to say? What do you want to say, Riley? Let it all out. I know this is Mariners baseball because I'm a Seattle guy. Canada prices were ridiculous and went down to $400. And now here is JP Crawford. Here is going to be the first pitch. And now the pitch. And that's going to be a ball. No, that's a good point. Needs to get as much hate as Hong. You know what? I'll try to blow that up too. I'll try to help you on that one too. We're all in this together. DM me about that. Now the pitch. Now here's going to be a ground ball, and that's going to be a foul ball. Now the pitch. Now here's going to be a line drive, and that is going to be a base hit. Now you got a runner on first base. But no, you're not wrong about it. No, yeah, we got to make sure that we blow him up too. We got to make sure he goes viral. So yeah, I just DM'd you. So give me everything you've got. I'll do my extra research and my due diligence so we can also get this blown up and into virality. Now here's Julio Rodriguez at the plate. Now the pitch, and that's going to be in there for a strike. And you think it's comical that you find Hong Myung-both being safe, leaving the airport just because he quit. Yeah, Koreans will still heckle him. Now we're at 0-1. Now the pitch. Now it's going to be a fly ball, and that is going to be a foul ball. And now we're looking at the 0-2. Now the pitch. And that's going to be up high for a ball. Get the eggs ready. I think it's going to be I think I like Yut better. Yut is a much more symbolic way of throwing insults at anyone or holding someone accountable, especially in 2014. As we're at 1-2. And now the pitch. And a swing and a miss, strike 3. And oh, I accidentally hit the mute button. Thank you. Thank you, Brian Ferguson. That was funny. Yeah, I was like, yeah, there we go. I thought it was broken for a second. And now here is Randy Arozarena. And now the pitch. It's going to be way up high for a ball. That's going to be ball 1. been a while since I've done Mariners baseball. It's been since Tuesday, I think, or Monday since the Pirates game, or Tuesday it was. Now we're at 1-0. And now the pitch. And that's going to be in there for a strike. Now we're at 1-1. And now the pitch. And that's going to be low for a ball. That is going to be 2-1. Yeah, it's been a really crazy few days for me. Like, I was mostly doing content for South Korea, and it actually got me a lot of views and engagement more than I ever got with Mariners baseball. And I'm not saying I'm going to shift away from the Mariners, but I think Korean soccer might be the number one priority in this content. Swing and a miss, that's going to be strike two. Like Korean soccer is huge. Like, it's huge in South Korea. It's huge around the world, or at least in Asia, and also depending where you are, even Germany, Los Angeles, and England. As now we're at 2-2, and now the pitch, and swing and a miss, strike three. Just an absolutely atrocious at bat by all Julio Rodriguez, Josh Naylor, and Julio Rodriguez, Josh Naylor, and Randy Arozarena. J.P. Crawford's nice single was wasted by Julio's strikeout, Josh Naylor flyout, and Randy Arozarena's strikeout. Nice job, boys. Nice job, boys. Mariners looking so good. No, they're looking terrible. And I should be doing my push-ups and my sit-ups, but I think I'll do it after the Guardians offense, because my policy is 10 push-ups. I can't really do 10 push-ups. So I'm going to just do 10 squats, or make that 20 squats per one man on base, because I mean, I still got a bruise on my arm. I mean, look what happened there, because I got hit by a softball. But yeah, I mean, I'm doing Mariners baseball. I mean, Korean soccer I believe, is going to be a huge part of my future. It really should have been years ago. I just didn't believe in it. And now I'm getting into more Korean soccer as we speak. Now here is Stephen Kwan, and that is going to be in there for a strike. Yeah, whatever you need to do to get that bag, I can dig it, right? Now we're at 0-1. Now the pitch, and that's going to be outside for a ball. Now we're at 1-1. Now the pitch. Now it's going to be a high chopper. This could be trouble. Nope. Here's Emerson, throw to first in time. Very solid play by Colt Emerson. We got one away already. Now the pitch. That's going to be outside for a ball. Now the pitch. And that's going to be inside for a ball. Now the pitch outside for a ball. Now the pitch. And that's going to be inside for a ball. Ball forward, take your base. And Bazana takes the walk. And they got Chase DeLauder. He is back. He fractured his rib, so now he is back now. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss, and that is going to be strike one. As we're at 0-1. Now the pitch. Now it's going to be a ground ball foul. Now we're at 0-2. And it's going to be throwback to first, not in time. Now we're at 0-2. And that's going to be strike three called, and that is going to be one away. The Major League Willie Mays Hayes treatment. Everyone you hit one in the air, you owe me 20 push-ups. So yeah, every time the Mariners don't get a run, for every man that they leave on base, it's 20 squats. We're at the next pitch. Now the pitch. It's going to be outside for a ball. Now we're at 0-1. Now the pitch. And that's going to be a strike. And I'm surprised that they didn't even do he didn't even try the ABS, but I think he figured that it was going to be a hairline strike, and I guess it was. Because now we're at 1-1, and that's going to be a foul ball. Now we're at 1-2. Now the pitch. And that's going to be foul ball. Now we're at 1-2. Now the 1-2 pitch. And that should be a strike. Yeah, you got to do that. You got to do it. You got to do the ABS on that one. I think that was a ball. Like Mitch Garver, good call. Even though it doesn't go your way, I think it was the right call. Yep, that was the right call. Strike three. All right, I'll be right back. I got to change my shirt to my more workout clothes so I can do my 20 squats that I owe you all. Until then, please enjoy a burger commercial. Try our delicious burgers today. Satisfy your cravings with our mouth-watering burgers. Double cheeseburger with classic double beef patties with melted cheese, lettuce, tomatoes, onion and house sauce, a fresh, flavorful delight. double bacon cheeseburger, crispy bacon, fried onions, barbecue sauce, and double cheese. Double guacamole bacon burger, double cheese, crispy bacon, guacamole, lettuce, tomatoes, onions, and our special house sauce. Pair any burger with fries with an ice cold drink for the perfect meal. Come down and taste the difference. You can only find these burgers at our Snoqualmie Mexican food truck. Oh. There we go. That's my workout right there. Oh, I need to get my Mariners hat back on. Where's my Mariners hat? Well, that Mariners hat is missing for the moment. That's fine. Now here's the pitch to Cal Raleigh, who's batting fifth, which I think is more fair for him. That's going to be a ball. I think fifth is more fair for him. Now the pitch, it's going to be low for a ball. And now the pitch. And that's going to be a strike, and you should have ABS that one. I think that was ABSable. Yep, that could have been ABS. Yeah, you should have done that, Cal Raleigh. I thought that was reviewable. And now the pitch. Way outside for a ball. It's going to be 3-1. Now we're at 3-1. Now the pitch. And now it's going to be a fly ball to left center field. And that's actually going to drop in for a base hit. And Cal Raleigh gets on base with a single. Now the pitch. And that's going to be outside for a ball. As we're at 1-0 for Cole Young. Now the pitch. And that's going to be in there for a strike. Carlos Baerga is actually on the Spanish radio. He was actually a Mariner during spring training of 2000, believe it or not. Now the pitch. And that's going to be popped up as he reached over. Actually, there's a lot of running going on, but he makes the catch. And Stephen Kwan thought about throwing to first base because he thought Cal Raleigh was going to try to go to second, or he thought it was too far out because of the potential double play. And that is going to be, that's going to be one out. But now we got Colt Emerson up to the plate. Now here is Colt Emerson up to the plate. Now the pitch. Now here's going to be a chopper. Could be double play ball. Nope, no double play. Throw to first. Going to be in time. And Colt Emerson, that's going to be 2 outs. Now it's Mitch Garver up to the plate. Now the pitch. That's going to be low for a ball. Offense this series, Mariners has 2 home runs, 3 of 16 on runners in scoring position, while the Guardians are 2 of 7. Now the pitch. Way outside for a ball. That's going to be 2-0. Good eye on Mitch Garver, especially with 2 outs. And Brian Ferguson, how do you feel about the fact that the Guardians, it's still the Guardians and not the Indians? Like, do you have any feelings on that? Was always curious about it. Now the 2-0. And that's going to be in there for a strike. Now the pitch. Now here's going to be a line drive to right field, and that is going to be a base hit. And Cal Raleigh he's actually coming home. The throw to the plate, and that is going to be not in time as Cal Raleigh ran all the way from second base. And that is an RBI single by Mitch Garver, and the Mariners now take a 1-0 lead. Nice hit by Mitch Garver to put the Mariners on the board. Beautifully hit. Now the pitch. Now here's going to be a ground ball foul. Now the pitch. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. Now the pitch outside for a ball. Now we're at 1-2. Now the pitch. Low for a ball. Now we're at 2-2 for Victor Robles. Now the pitch. Way outside for a ball. Now we're at 3-2. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that is going to retire the side. But the Mariners do get a run with Mitch Garver, and now we are going to the bottom of the second inning. Mitch Garver is having a good game so far. A good ABS call and an RBI single. And my post is still blowing up. It's still doing things. It's kind of plateaued a little bit, but people are, when it comes to Korean soccer, people are not holding back. I think the Mariners is pretty much just a hobby at this point. 1.6 million impressions in the last 3 months now. And I would say in just the last 2 weeks alone, I've gotten 850,000 impressions. In the last month alone, 1 million alone, but I got to keep pushing and keep grinding on this. And I also have to get the verified followers too, as I have 526 followers. Oh, and we are back from the break. Now the pitch. And that is going to be a base hit. Harry Manassian was actually just fired from the Angels. Wow. On pace for 66 wins. So there's the problem right there. Let's see what else is going on these days. Now the pitch. That's going to be outside for a ball. In Korean soccer, for anyone that cares, Hongyonbo and KN Korean national team members are expected to arrive at unknown odd times to minimize engagement with angry supporters for safety reasons. Honestly, it's for the best. With all the backlash, I sincerely hope Hong and the rest of the team arrive safely. Now the pitch. Now the pitch. And that's going to be outside for a ball. Now the pitch. And that's going to be outside for a ball. Now the pitch. And that's going to be a foul ball. 3-2. Now the 3-2. That's going to be up high for a ball. Now we got men on first and second with nobody out. Now the pitch. Outside for a ball. As we're at 1-0. Now the pitch. And that's going to be in there for a strike. Now the pitch. Swing, and that's going to be a foul ball. As now we're at 1-2. Now, and it's going to be a throwback to second and safe. Now, it's very unclear when my next World Cup game is going to be because I really did love covering those. I thought that was a lot of fun. It's just sad that South Korea is just not part of it. I would do Monday, but I want to just do the Mariners game. Tuesday, I'm doing the Mexico game. I'm going to the Mexico game or just doing a watch party. Wednesday's possible if I get home on time for the United States and Bosnia and Herzegovina, or maybe I'll just be part of the downtown vibes. Probably will just stay downtown. Thursday I'll be doing softball practice. And Cole Emerson almost tagged him out. Friday, I'll be doing World Cups. Saturday, I'll be doing World Cups. And Sunday, I will be doing World Cups. So I'll definitely be doing a lot of World Cups. I can tell you that. Because now we're at 2-2. Now the pitch. That's going to be a foul ball. Now we're at 2-2. Now the pitch. Swing, and that's going to be a foul ball. And there's actually men on second and third, by the way. Just realized it because there was a double steal situation. Now we're at 2-2. Now the pitch. And that's going to be outside for a ball. Now the pitch. And strike three called, and that is going to be, it's going to be 1 out. Now we got Arias up to the plate. Big guy. The pitch. Going to be low for a ball. Now we're at 1-0. Now the pitch. That's going to be a foul ball. I mean, at this point, I think I would just let this guy go on first base, but I think they're just banking on the fact that he might be a high strikeout guy for Gabriel Arias. It's a kid from Venezuela. He's 26 years old. He does have a high strikeout rate, it looks like. Now the pitch. Now here's going to be a ground ball. That's going to be caught. Now throw to the plate, and there's going to be a cut and a rundown. And I think we're going to get an out right here. And someone's got to be out. But someone is safe. Rocchio is out. So it wasn't a cut or anything. It went to Josh Naylor. Good heads up, able to get him home and catch him on a rundown. Yeah. Mitch Garver was tagging both of them because just in case, right? Because you just really never know. And now the pitch. And that's going to be popped up, and I think this should do it. And Robles is there, and he makes the catch, and that is going to retire the side. A little bit of a jam for the Mariners, but now they'll be going into the top of the third inning.
We're making half pineapple, half tiki tiki with barbecue chicken. You put the garlic. Put the pineapple on the whole pizza. Remember, they want half pineapple, and the one is going to be tiki tiki. Tiki tiki goes pineapple, garlic, feta cheese, artichoke hearts, and the chicken. And we're gonna spread some barbecue on top. And it's ready. Put it on the oven. Let it run.
Hello, baseball fans. I'm excited to announce that we are still offering 50% off pizza and 25% off bowling Monday and Tuesdays. Head on over to Snoqualmie Sahara Pizza. This deal will go through May. Now here's J.P. Crawford up to the plate. Now the pitch, and that's going to be a foul ball. J.P. Crawford is 1 for 1. He actually had a single, and then he had it all wasted by Julio Naylor and Randy Arozarena. Now the pitch. That's going to be in there for a strike. It was a little bit of a borderline pitch. Now we're at 0-2. Now the pitch. And that's going to be a foul. No, that's going to be a fair ball. That's going to be, he's going to be out. Now here's Julio Rodriguez up to the plate. Now the pitch. And that is going to be low for a ball. Now we're at 1-0. Now the pitch. Oh, that's going to be a foul ball. That's going to be 1-1. That almost actually was heading towards Julio's direction. Now the pitch. And that's going to be a foul ball. Now we're at 1-2. And my thing just froze. I'm telling you, the servers are just not. MLB servers are just not ready for this. Now the pitch. Check swing. Did he go? He did not go. That's going to be 3-2. Now the pitch. And that gets away, and that's going to be ball 4. Take your base. Going to be 1 out and 1 on. Now the pitch. And that's going to be in there for a strike. Because we're at 0-1. And throw back to first, and Julio was almost thrown out. Now we're at 0-1. Now the pitch. And that's going to be in there for a strike. Now the pitch. Way up high for a ball. And it's going to be a foul ball. Now we're at 1-2. Now the pitch. And that's going to be a foul ball. Now we're at 1-2. Now the pitch. Now it's going to be a line drive to right field, and that's going to drop in for a base hit. And that could actually bring Julio Rodriguez home, and they are going to wave him. And now the throw to the plate, and it is going to be not in time. And Josh Naylor is able to get in Julio Rodriguez with 1 out. He gets the double, and the Mariners now take a 2-0 lead. Beautifully hit by Josh Naylor. Something the Mariners really needed badly. And now we've got a 2-0 lead. Now the pitch. Check swing. Does he go? He did go. Now the pitch. And that's going to be a foul ball. Now the pitch. Low for a ball. Now we're at 1-2. Now the pitch. Check swing. Did he go? He did not go. Now we're at 2-2. Now the pitch. And that's going to be a foul ball. Now we're at 2-2. Now the 2-2 pitch. Now here's going to be a ground ball, and it's going to go to first, and that goes over, and that's going to get another run in there. Josh Naylor should be scoring on that one, and he does. And now it is a 3-0 lead for the Seattle Mariners. And what an error and a blunder made by the Guardians. I think that should be a reach on error. I don't know if that's an infield base hit. Let's see what they say about Randy Arozarena. There's Cal Raleigh. And safe. Now here's Cal Raleigh. Now the pitch. That's going to be a foul ball. Now we're at 0-1. Now the pitch. Way outside for a ball. That's going to be 1-1. Now the pitch. And that's going to be in there for a strike, and that's going to be a challenge, and that's going to be a very easy one to do. Now we're at 2-1. Now the pitch. That's going to be a ball. Okay, good goal. Stop. So we're at 3-1. Cole Young is on deck. Now the pitch. And Randy was trying to go, and that's going to be a foul ball. It's going to be 3-2 on Cal, Raleigh. But the Mariners still got to keep pushing. And the pitch. And popped up and fouled. Now we're at 3-2. Now the pitch. And strike 3 called, but we're going to do the ABS. As he feels it should be. Yep, that's going to be ball 4. Take your base. Good eye on Cal Raleigh. He's having good at bats today. Now here's Cole Young up to the plate. Now the pitch. And that's going to be a ball. Now the pitch. And that's going to be in there for a strike. So we're at 1. Now the pitch. Now it's going to be a ground ball. Could be double play ball. Go to second. Go to... Oh, no. He drops the ball. Cal's out at second base, but Randy's at third. And now you got Cole Young's at first. Now Emerson is out to the plate. Looks like Dan Wilson wants to check a challenge. I think he was already out, but I think they're trying to argue on the transfer. Now the pitch. And that's going to be in there for a strike. Now we're at 0-1. Now the pitch. And Jay, did he go? Yes, he did. And that's going to be 0-2. It's 0-2. Ugh. Now the pitch. That's going to be fouled again. Now the 0-2. Swing and a miss, and he's got to go to first base. He's got to go fast, and the throw to first, that's going to be in time, and Cole Emerson should have went a little bit faster on that one. That's going to retire this side, but the Mariners still get 2 runs in there. And then the Mariners will have a 3-0 lead. And we are back from the break. Yep, Cole doesn't seem to be all that fast. Yeah, you're saying it. Looks like they've ruled Randy's AB as an error, but no error on Cole Young's at bat. Yeah. Now the pitch. It's going to be outside for a ball. As we're at 1-0. Now the pitch. It's going to be outside for a ball. Now it's 2-0. The pitch. And that's going to be in there for a strike. That's going to be a foul ball. Now the pitch. Now here's going to be a ground ball and off the glove of Cole Young. Now the throw to first. That's going to be not in time. And I think that should be an error on Cole Young. Cole Young made a very rare error. Now I wonder what his DRS is. Yeah. Not good. Now the pitch. And that's going to be a foul ball. Cole Young has saved 12 runs. He has a 12 DRS runs saved. He's having a really good season on the defense. One of the best defensive players, but that was something that he should have easily handled. Now we're at 0-1. Now the pitch. That's going to be outside for a ball. Wonder what Cole Emerson's defense is all about. He is at a -1 run saved. So he's got a long ways to go. Makes me wonder how JP Crawford is doing at third base. Now the pitch. Low for a ball. He was taking reps at third base. He is a -6 as a shortstop, but as a third baseman, he's about average, but his fielding percentage is lower. Now the pitch, and that's going to be a strike. A nice pitch by Emerson Hancock. Now the 2-2. Swing and a miss at the dirt for strike 3. Now the pitch, and that's going to be low for a ball. Got Chase DeLauder up to the plate. Now the pitch. Going to be outside for a ball. Oh, if the Mariners score runs, then that vetoes it. Because we're at 2-0. We're at 2-0. Now the pitch. Now here's going to be a fly ball to right field, but Robles is there. He makes the catch, and that is going to be 2 away. Yep, got off the hook for now. But if they come up empty, then I will be doing my squats. Now the pitch. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. I think Stephen Kwan, that was a foul ball anyway. Oh, no! We suck again! I had no idea that was Rob Schneider. Oh, no! We suck again! Now we're at 0-1. Now the pitch. And that's going to be a foul ball. Ah! Now it's 0-2. And throw back to first. I mean, not in time. We're at 0-2 the pitch. Now it's going to be a fly ball. And who's got it? This could be trouble. Emerson makes the catch, and that is going to retire the side. Now we're going to the top of the 4th inning. Oh, man, I need some water.
Taco lovers, this one's for you. Come enjoy tacos auténticos at Snoqualmie Mexican food truck, packed with flavor, made with love, and always fresh. Try our carne asada, al pastor con piña, and more. Topped with cebolla, cilantro, y a squeeze of lime. Pair it with a cold drink and relax at our outdoor seating. Perfecto para disfrutar. Find us at the Snoqualmie Mexican food truck, open daily. Ven con hambre, sal fies.
Now here's Mitch Garver as we're back from the break. The pitch. It's going to be up high for a ball. That was his only 4th error of the season. And one of those came when he was a shortstop. Now the pitch. And that's going to be in there for a strike. I mean, Cole Young, he is making a running for Gold Glove. Reminds me of when Brendan Ryan was one of the best defensive shortstop in Major League Baseball. Still somehow didn't get the Gold Glove. And that's going to be in there for a strike. I mean, 1-1. Now we're at 1-2. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss, and that's going to be strike 3. And that's going to be 1 away. Now here's Victor Robles up to the plate. And swing and a miss. Now the pitch. Now here's going to be a ground ball, and that's going to be diving stop by the first baseman. Throw to first, but he misses the tag, and Victor Robles gets there in time. Manzardo made a good play, but he just couldn't get to him. Now the pitch, and that's going to be a ball 1. Now we're at 1-0. Now the pitch. Now here's going to be a ground ball, and that's going to be a base hit, and an excellent day for J.P. Crawford so far. That is 2 singles for today. He's now 2 for 3. And now we got men on first and second with just 1 out. But could be a potential double play situation, though. Now we got Julio Rodriguez. Now the pitch. And that's going to be in there for a strike. Now we're at 0-1. Now the pitch. It's going to be outside for a ball. We're at 1-1. Now the pitch. And check swing, did he go? He did go, and that's going to be strike 2. We're at 1-2. Now it's going to go back to first. And he is safe. One and two. Swing and a miss, and that's going to be strike 3. But Victor Robles gets to third base. Now we got Josh Naylor up to the plate. Now the pitch. Way low for a ball. That's going to be ball 1. Now the pitch. That's going to be popped up. And that's going to retire the side. And there he is. And that is going to be 60 squats. Oh, finally, someone gave me a donation. Thank you, Mikey boy. All right, time to do my 60 squats. I owe you all. Ah. Yep, I just did 60 in an inning. Yeah, it's free to sub unless you want to pay for the extra one, which is $5 a month. Now the pitch. It's going to be up high for a ball. Now the pitch. It's going to be outside for a ball. Now the pitch. And that's going to be 3-0. Now the pitch. And that's going to be a strike finally. We're at 3-1. Now the pitch. Now here's going to be a ground ball. Diving stop by Cole Young. Throw to first. And not in time. That was really close. It was a great effort by Colt Emerson. But he just happened to be safe. It was a very nice play. Yeah, but it was still a good effort, though. Now the pitch. Way up high for a ball. Now the pitch. It's going to be a foul ball. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss. Now the pitch. It's going to be a ground ball, no double play ball, so you have to go to first base, and that's going to be in time. And now the throw to third, and he gets him out of there. That's going to be a double play. What a throw by Emerson Hancock. Heads up play. And now that's going to be 2 outs before a challenge. And looks like Watson is out anyway. But I think it was reviewable. No, he's out. They got him on the butt. What an absolute banger of a play by Emerson Hancock. Literally on the butt. And now that's going to be 2 outs. Emerson Hancock doing it by himself. Now the pitch. And that's going to be in there for a strike. Now the pitch. That's going to be a foul ball. Now the pitch. Way inside for a ball. Now we're at 2-2 the pitch. And that's going to be a foul ball still. Now we got 3-2 on Engel. And Mitch Garver's going to do the challenge. Oh, he gets him out. And that's going to retire the side. Now we're going into the top of the 5th inning. And we are back from the break, and that is going to be a foul ball. Now the pitch, way up and in. That's going to be a ball. Now the pitch. Now here's going to be a ground ball right to the shortstop. Easy play, throw to first. That's going to be in time, and that's going to be one away. Now the pitch. And that's going to be a foul ball. Now the pitch, and that's going to be up high for a ball. Now the pitch, outside for a ball. It's going to be outside for a ball. So we're at 3-2. Now the pitch, way outside for a ball. Ball 4, take your base. Bullpen is now getting warmed up. Cole Young is now up to the plate. Now the pitch. And that's going to be a ball. Now we're at 0-1, the pitch. And that's going to be a foul ball. Now we got 0-2, the pitch, way up high for a ball. Now we're at 1-2, the pitch. Now there's going to be a high chopper, and doesn't have a double play, and tags out Cole Young. But Cal Raleigh is able to get to second base. There's an alumni home run derby night, and that will have Mike Cameron and Ichiro Suzuki. Maybe bring in, where's Brett Boone? Bring him in. Now here's Colt Emerson to the plate. Now the pitch. And that's going to be in there for a strike. Now the pitch. And that's going to be in there for a strike. Now we're at 0-2. And that's going to be outside for a ball. Now we're at 1-2. Now the pitch. And that's going to be a foul ball. Now the 1-2. And fouled again. Cole Emerson's trying to fight it the best he can. Now the pitch. And outside for a ball. Now the 2-2. Now the pitch. Outside for a ball. Now we're at 3-2. Now the pitch. And now here's going to be a fly ball to right field and it makes the catch. And time to do my 20 squats. Now I'm going to be up to 80 squats. And we are back from the break. We are now at the bottom of the fifth. The pitch. That's going to be a swing and a miss, and that is strike one. Now we're at 0-1. Now the pitch. That's going to be a ground ball right to Cole Emerson. Backhand play, throw to first. And that's going to be a little bit off. It was a great effort, but not much doing there. And now my feed has just been crapping again. That's going to be 0-1 at the moment. Now the pitch. And that's going to be a ball. Now the pitch. And low for a ball. Now we're at 1-2. And the pitch. And that's going to be a fly ball to center field. That is going to drop in for a base hit. That's going to put runners on first and second. Now we got runners on first and second with nobody out. Could be dangerous. Now the pitch. And that's going to be a ball. Now the pitch. Oh, way inside. That almost hit him. Now the pitch. And that's going to be a bunt. And that's going to be going to first. And that's going to be an out. Gets the out, but I think you should just intentionally walk the next one after that. Going to be a challenge by the Guardians. The runner is safe. But at least we get a double play opportunity, I guess. But this could be an absolute disaster. We got Bazana up to the plate. Looks like Emerson Hancock is hoping that he is okay. And he did feel a little bit of pain. He was kind of laughing, though. But he did feel a little bit of something. He does appear to be okay. Now the pitch. That's going to be missing it. That's going to be a ball. It's going to be a ball one to Bazana. Now the pitch. And now here's going to be a fly ball to center field. This is going to bring in a run and tagging a third. And that is going to be a 3-1 ball game as Julio just does not have the arm to throw all the way home, unfortunately. We got man on first and second. We got DeLauder up to the plate. Now the pitch. It's going to be low for a ball. Now the pitch. And that's going to be a blooper. And that is going to be caught by Robles. And is anyone tagging? Nobody is tagging. Now the pitch. And that's going to be outside for a ball. And popped up. And should be caught. Makes the catch. And the fact that only two runs were given up. Only one run was given up is just an absolute freaking miracle.
Try our delicious burgers today. Satisfy your cravings with our mouth-watering burgers. Double cheeseburger with classic double beef patties with melted cheese, lettuce, tomatoes, onion and house sauce, a fresh, flavorful delight. Double bacon cheeseburger, crispy bacon, fried onions, barbecue sauce, and double cheese. Double guacamole bacon burger, double cheese, crispy bacon, guacamole, lettuce, tomatoes, onions, and our special house sauce. Pair any burger with fries with an ice-cold drink for the perfect meal. Come down and taste the difference. You can only find these burgers at our Snoqualmie Mexican food truck.
And we are back from the break. Emerson Hancock has been getting out of Mariners some jams. Now we're at the top of the 6th inning. Now here's Mitch Garver to the plate. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss. That's going to be strike one. Now the 0-1. Way low for a ball. Now the pitch. Low for a ball. And that's going to be, I believe that's going to be 2-2. We're at 2-2. And swing and a miss. Strike three. Down goes Garver, and that's going to be one away. And that's going to be in there for a strike. There's Robles at the plate. It's going to be outside for a ball. Now the pitch. And now here's a bunt, and this is a good attempt. Now the throw to first. Not in time, and I think this could be a challengeable call. I wonder if Stephen Vogt is going to do a challenge. No challenge. J.P. Crawford's now up to the plate. Now the pitch. And that's going to be a strike. Now the pitch. And that's going to be popped up and fouled. Now the pitch. Going to be fouled again. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike three. Another strikeout. And that is Armstrong being the pitcher. Now here's Julio Rodriguez up to the plate. And that's going to be a foul ball. Now the pitch. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. And swing and a miss. Now the pitch. And that's going to be going to second base. No throw down. And that is going to be a stolen base for Victor Robles. Good heads up hustle. Now the pitch. Outside for a ball. And Victor Robles is at third. Another stolen base. It almost looked like a triple, like you were saying. Now the pitch. Now here's going to be a ground ball, and Julio's got to run it. And now the throw. No, he's not going to get it. And that's going to score in Victor Robles. And now the Mariners take a 4-1 lead. Nice insurance done by Julio Rodriguez. He had the hustle. And then Victor Robles' hustle was also key for the Mariners. 4-1. They are breaking through this game. This team fell back to playing 500. Yep. Can't believe they sent back down Pareda. Yep. I'm getting all these comments. Ugh. Now here's Josh Naylor up to the plate. Now the pitch. Now it's going to be going to second base. And he is safe. And Julio's gotten second base with a stolen base. These Mariners avoid setting the longest running streak of 3 runs or less in franchise history. Funny to think about that. Now the pitch. Oh, and that just hit Josh Naylor. Now he's going to first base. Hit him in the arm, but glad he is okay. Now it's Randy to the plate. And way inside for a ball. That nearly hit him. Now the pitch. That's going to be a ground ball. And now the throw to first. And that's going to be out. But the Mariners do get a run. But I gotta go to the bathroom. Senor, tell me how you make a thin crust Sahara pizza.
With your hands. Cornmeal.
Hello, baseball fans. I'm excited to announce that we are still offering 50% off pizza and 25% off bowling Monday and Tuesdays. Head on over to Snoqualmie Sahara Pizza. This deal will go through May.
And that's how you make a Sahara pizza. Beautiful thin crust.
And we are back from the break. And I just missed a strike 3. And that's going to be 1 out. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss. Now the pitch. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. 0-2. Now the pitch. And that's going to be a foul ball. Now the pitch. Low for a ball. Two and two. And that's going to be outside for a ball. And that's going to be a fly ball to center field. And makes the catch. It's going to be 2 outs. And that's going to be a strike. As now we're at 2-1 here at the bottom of the 6th. Now the pitch. And that's going to be in there for a strike. 2-2. Now the pitch. And that's going to be 3-2. Now we're at 3-2. Three and two. Oh, and that just chips off the. That's gonna be a ball 4. Take your base. We got Eduardo Bizzardo coming in. And let me see where 97 pitches. I mean, maybe I would have just gone through one more batter. just to see if he gets it, but I don't know. That's going to be up high for a ball. We got Bizardo as we are back from the break. Now the pitch. And that's going to be a ball. We're at 2-0. Now here's going to be a liner to right field, and that is going to drop in for a base hit. That is definitely going to bring in a runner. And is there going to be a throw to the plate? No throw to the plate. He stays at third base. And I think Dan Wilson should have stayed with Emerson Hancock for just one more. I thought it was a knee-jerk decision to pull him out. Not a good move there. And now here's going to be a fly ball. That's going to be a foul. That would have tied the game. Now the pitch, low for a ball. And swing and a miss. And foul ball. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And that is going to retire the side. We will go to the top of the 7th inning. Mariners get out of a jam, and it is now going to be still 4-1 ball game. Honestly, with the rest of the bullpen is, we have seriously considered pulling him with the bases loaded no out situation earlier, but he did well in the end, so I'd maybe jumping the gun there. Yeah, who knows? Now the pitch, swing and a miss, and Cal Raleigh's now on the right side of the plate. Now the pitch, and that's going to be a ball. Because now we're at 1-1. Now the pitch. Now here's going to be ground ball right to the shortstop, throw to first. That's going to be in time, and that's going to be 1 away. Cole Young up to the plate. Now the pitch. And that's going to be a ball. Now the pitch. And that's going to be a foul ball. Now the pitch. And now here's going to be a fly ball to deep right field. Is that fair? That was foul, but a nice catch by the Guardians fan. He caught it with his left bare hand, something he'll remember for a very long time. It was a really nice catch. It's a great catch. Big moment for him. It was really close. Now the pitch. And that's going to be a foul ball. Now we're at 2-2. Now the pitch. Now here's going to be a line drive to center field, and that's going to drop in for a base hit. And now there's a man on first base, Cole Young, with 1 out. But still could be in chance for a double play. So watch out for that. Now the pitch. That's going to be a ball. And throw back to first can be not in time. Now we're at 0-1. Now the pitch. And that's going to be a ball again. We're at 1-1, the pitch. And now here's going to be a fly ball to left field that could be caught, and it's going to be. And that's going to be 2 outs. Looks like they're going to the relievers. And we are back from the break. Mitch Garver will face the former Mariner, Matt Festa, who's on the mound. Now here's the pitch. Way up high for a ball. It's going to be ball 1. Now we're at 1-0. Now the pitch. And that's going to be in there for a strike. As we're at 1-1. Now the pitch. And that's going to be a ball. Now the pitch. And that's going to be low for a ball. It's going to be 3-1. Now the pitch. And ball 4, take your base. And that's going to be a foul ball. Now we're at 0-1. Now the pitch. And that's going to be popped up. And that's going to be a foul ball. Mariners are maintaining a half-game lead on the Texas Rangers. And right now, the Rangers, they are beating the Blue Jays. So even if the Mariners win, it'll only be a half game ahead. And Mariners with 2 outs, they really gotta produce more runs, because 3 runs is just not gonna do it. I just don't see it doing. Angels are beating the A's. So now we're at 1-2 the pitch. And that's gonna be a ball. They're gonna challenge the call. Catcher is challenging. And that's going to be a ball. Cleveland has 1 challenge remaining. Now the pitch. And now here's going to be a fly ball to left center field. And makes the catch. And that is going to be retiring the side. And now we're going to do the 7th inning stretch. Let's sing it. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if I ever get back, so let's root for the Mariners. If they don't win, it's a shame. It would be a shame because they're up 4-1. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. Hello, hello. Oh no, said we gotta go. Yeah. Hello, hello. Oh, baby, said we gotta go. A fine little girl, she waiting for me. No, she's not. That's a ship across the sea. Sail on that ship all alone. We never think how I'll make it home. Louie, Louie. No. We gotta go. Oh no. Louie, Louie. They said we gotta go. And we are back from the break. And we got Gabe Spires. We are back from the break. We got Stephen Kwan up to the plate. Now we're at the pitch to Stephen Kwan, and that is going to be a ball. As we're at 1-0. And now the pitch. And now it's going to be a fly ball to right field. And that's going to be one away. Now the pitch. Now here's going to be a line drive, and that's going to be a foul ball. Now the pitch. And that's going to be popped up and fouled. Now the pitch. Now it's going to be a ground ball to first. Here's Naylor going to Spire. And that is going to be in time to get him out. DeLauder gets the country road music. And now the pitch. And that's going to be inside for a ball. Now the pitch. Now we're at 3-0. Now the pitch. And that's going to be in there for a strike. Now the pitch. And now it's going to be a tough play. And that's going to get right through for a base hit. Now there's going to be a ground ball, and that's going to get right through J.P. Crawford. That's going to be a base hit. Now the pitch, and that's going to be inside for a ball. And that's going to be broken bat, and that should be ending the inning. Naylor's there, makes the catch, retiring the side. Get him out of a jam. I gotta go get a quick snack. Be right back. Senor, tell me how you make a thin crust Sahara pizza.
With your hands. Cornmeal.
Hello, baseball fans. I'm excited to announce that we are still offering 50% off pizza and 25% off bowling Monday and Tuesdays. Head on over to Snoqualmie Sahara Pizza. This deal will go through May.
And that's how you make a Sahara pizza. Beautiful thing.
We're back after the break. Ground ball. Dropped by the first baseman. The toss over the first, though. It's going to be in time. Now here's Julio. Now the pitch. Now here's going to be a line drive, and that is going to be a base hit. That's going to be a single. Now here's Josh Naylor up to the plate. Now throw back to first. Not in time. Now we're at 0-1. Now the pitch. And that's going to be a foul ball. And throw back to first. Trying to keep him in check is what they're trying to do. Keep an eye on him. 1 out and 1 on. Now the pitch. Now here's going to be a liner, and that's going to be over the head. And that could be Julio Rodriguez trying to score. No, he's going to go to third base. Now our runners at first and third with just 1 out. Now the pitch. And that's going to be in there for a strike. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. And now the pitch. Now here's going to be a ground ball, double play ball. Throw to second, throw to first. And that's going to be in time for the double play. And that's going to retire the side as we're going to go into the bottom of the 8th inning. Now the pitch. Now here's going to be a fly ball to right field. This could be problem, and that's going to be a base hit. Going to be a man on first base. Now it's going to be 2-1. Now the pitch. And that's going to be a strike. And my feed just keeps crashing. I mean, I have the best internet, but I just can't get the thing to work because MLB servers is just not ready for it. Now I got it back. It's going to be 3-2 as we got Rucker on the mound. Now the pitch. And that's going to be a foul ball. Now the pitch. And that's going to be a foul ball. No challenge. It's going to be ball 4. Now the pitch. And that's going to be a ball. Now here's Garver coming out to the mound. Now the pitch. And that's going to be popped up and fouled. Now the pitch. And low for a ball. Now the pitch. And foul ball. Now it's going to be a ground ball. Now it's going to be a base hit, and that is going to score in the run. And now I think, are they going to bring in another one? That's going to be a 2-run ball game, and clearly that is not going to be enough to withstand. Mariners are going to need some more insurance runs prior to the bottom of the 9th inning, or else things will get really scary. Pete Woodward's coming out. Have a calm conversation. Now it's Patrick Bailey up to the plate. Now the pitch. And that's going to be a drop down bunt. And that's going to be getting no one out, but it's going to be getting the man out at first. But now there's 2 runners on second and third. And this is where things get very, very dangerous. Now we're at 0-1. Now the pitch. And that's going to be a ball. Now the pitch. And low for a ball. Now we're at 2-1. Now the pitch. And that's going to be a foul ball. We're now at 2-2. Now the pitch. And low for a ball. Now the pitch. And outside for a ball. And bases are now loaded because, I mean, you kind of have to because you want a double play. Now Dan Wilson's coming out. Move. And Dan Wilson, he is giving himself every bit of opportunity to try to make what he's doing as a fireable offense, because I just realized that they're not even putting their high leverage arms. Like, what are they doing? Like, they took out. Wait, let me see what happened. I mean, they took away Eduardo Bizzardo after just 10 pitches and like only one batter. And then Gabe Spire, he gave up a couple hits, got out of a jam, but Rucker was not the right option. Now we're on commercial break. Jared Kelly goes from double to home, second to home on a wild pitch. Rangers take the lead. Yeah, I should have kept Inspire a little bit longer. You think so, huh? Rucker was the best option because Munoz, he burnt the arms too quickly. I know. Now we got Bazana up to the plate, and this could be problems. Now the pitch, and that's going to be outside for a ball. Now the pitch, and that's going to be a foul ball. Now the pitch, and that's going to be popped up. And JP's got it. Makes the catch. The Mariners successfully get themselves out of a jam. Wait, not out of a jam? It's only 1 out. I'm not even paying attention. What am I even doing? Now here's the pitch. We're at 1-0. Now the pitch. And that's going to be a ball. Now we're at 2-0. And now the pitch. Now here's going to be a ground ball, and that is going to be a base hit. This ball game is going to be tied, and the Guardians have now tied it at 4-4. Unbelievable. And this has to go to the incompetence of Dan Wilson for burning up his bullpen. And now the Mariners are in danger of losing this game. Oh my goodness, what is going on? mean, you might as well say that this game is pretty much over at this point. Like, I've already accepted that the Mariners are going to lose this game. Now the pitch. And that's going to be in there for a strike. And now the pitch. And that is going to be a ball. Now we're at 1-1. Now the pitch. Now here's going to be a fly ball to left field. And that's going to be a fair ball. And now the Guardians have taken the lead. This is probably going to bring in another runner throwing the plate. And it's still safe. How is he still safe? He tagged the runner. How did he miss the tag? Like, what just happened? You gotta be kidding me. And then Dan Wilson's gonna unbelievably burn another part of the bullpen. No, he's just gonna argue with the umpire. Like, why don't you just challenge the call, you idiot? I mean, he at least had a chance to throw a runner out. And to throw the plate. I mean, obviously, you got to challenge the call. And he dropped the ball, too, on top of it. I mean, he lost control. That was the problem. The Mariners catchers literally don't know how to tag a... Like, are you kidding me? This is very frustrating. Mariners just continue to do this. I mean, it doesn't really matter because Mariners have already lost this game. I really don't care how this goes. The bottom line is Mitch Garver just doesn't know how to tag flat out, bar none. Well, the Mariners, I would like to say that they lost. Back under 500. Everyone's upset. Fire Dan Wilson. Dan Wilson's too busy if he should wonder bring in anyone. I don't know if he's going to. This is absolutely a disaster for the Mariners. And now the pitch. And that's going to be a ball. Now the pitch. And that's going to be a ball. Catcher is challenging. Call is confirmed. Now the pitch. And that's going to be a ball. It's going to be 3-0. Now we're at 3-0. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss, and that's going to be strike one. We're at 3-1. And that's going to be a strike. Now the pitch. Ball 4, take your base. I mean, I knew that the Mariners needed insurance because they don't have a bullpen anymore. Now the pitch. That's going to be a foul ball. We're at 0-1. Now it's going to be a foul ball. We're at 0-2. The pitch. And that's going to be popped up. And when it comes down, it's only going to be down to 3 outs. And that's going to retire the side. And somehow the Guardians were able to score 5 runs in the bottom of the 8th inning. Just absolutely unbelievable. And you might as well just say that this game is absolutely over. Mariners had a chance to put the game away. Then Randy Arozarena hits a double play. There's a chance to extend the inning.
My point was, it's across all Seattle sports. It's this idea, like people pleading 3-4 years ago to bring back Ichiro.
Yeah,
when Ichiro was like 93 years old. I'm like, no, I do not want to bring back Ichiro. Like Griffey when he's got a walker out there and he gives you a single every 60 games. Like the list goes on and on. Like people crying. Like Haniger comes back, and you think that we just signed a Hall of Famer. Like he was injured all of last year. He's like 33 years old. We trade for him, give up on Robbie Ray, which whatever. And all of a sudden, I swear, all of Twitter is like, World Series, baby. Let's go. Let's go. He was a negative WAR player for them last year, but because we love Henny, baby, he's going to come and save the Mariners.
And we are back. Almost. After this, I'm just going to take off because I'm just absolutely disgusted by this. Mariners are about to lose another series and possibly a series lead to the Texas Rangers. I mean, they'll gain, yeah, because they're not going to gain anything. Like, Dan Wilson is just an absolute idiot of a manager. I mean, use Rucker and Simpson. I mean, I get that. I mean, where was Matt Brash? Is Matt Brash not even around? That's going to be popped up and that's going to be fouled. I guess he's still on the IL. Now the pitch. That's going to, I mean, I was just double checking. That's what I said. Now the pitch. And now it's going to be a fly ball, and that's going to be caught. It's going to be out number 1. Cole Young's now up to the plate. Now the pitch. And that's going to be a foul ball. Now the pitch. It's going to be up high for a ball. That doesn't mean you pitch those two in that situation, though. Unreal managing. I know. Now the pitch. And that's going to be a ball, and they're going to do the challenge, and it might as well just be a strike at this point. I honestly just want this game to end. That's a ball, and that's going to be 3-1. There's still 2-1. We're at 2-1. Now the pitch. And popped up, and that, when it comes down, it's going to be 2 outs. Nope, it's out of play. Mitch Levy says, I did not like when Dan Wilson pulled Hancock with 2 outs. Then you wasted everything on Bizardo. I mean, you should have, like, it should have been Bizardo and then Spire. Just absolute incompetence. Now the pitch. Now here's going to be a line drive, and that is going to be a base hit to right field. And now we got a man on first, but it may not matter because now it could be a double play. But it's going to be Colt Emerson up to the plate. Now here is Colt Emerson, the pitch. It's going to be outside for a ball. Now the pitch. Now here's going to be a ground ball. That's going to be a base hit. And looks like Cole Young is going to go to third base. And now we got runners on first and third with 1 out. But double play could still be in play because now we got Mitch Garver. Oh, man. We got runners on first and third. And it's too bad Cole Emerson may not have the best legs, so I don't know if they're going to do the stolen base. Now we got Dom Canzone, who's going to be pinch hitting for Mitch Garver. That means that Cal Raleigh is going to have to be yanked out of his DH spot. Makes you wonder what you're going to do in the next inning, even if the Mariners do take the lead. And that's going to be up high for a ball. Now here's Canzone. Now the pitch. And that's going to be in there for a strike. And it gets very dangerous because you're going to have you're going to have Victor Robles. He is 2 for 4, but I don't think he's exactly built for a clutch situation. We're at 1-1 the pitch. It's going to be outside for a ball. It's going to be 2-1. Now the pitch. That's going to be a foul ball, strike 2. He shouldn't have swung at that. As now we're at 2-2. And still he swings at. He basically swung at ball 4. Could have had the bases loaded for Victor Robles. Now we're at 2-2. The pitch. And fouled again. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. What exactly are you doing, Dom Canzone? Why are you swinging like a fucking moron? The 0-2 pitch.
You gotta love these guys.
I mean, he literally just swing. Like he literally swung at the dirt. It was obviously going to the dirt, and now it's down to the final out. And you're probably it's probably a safe bet that the Mariners have already lost this game. Now the pitch. Check swing. Did he go? He does not go. After this on deck, it's going to be J.P. Crawford, but you have no idea if we're going to even get to that point. Because now we're at 1-0. That's going to be a foul ball. Like, what are you doing swinging at this? Now we're at 1-1. Now the pitch. Now here's going to be a ground ball. It could be a double play ball. Nope, throw to second. Or throw to... No, it gets away! The ball gets away! That might actually score in the run. Nope, that's not going to score, but that's going to be scoring the run. And now it's going to be 6-5 Guardians, and there is still hope. And now it's going to be up to J.P. Crawford. I don't think there should be any outs recorded, though, because there was no play at second base. No, there's no outs on that one. Obviously not, because it's 2 outs already anyway. Now here's JP. Now here's going to be a ground ball, and that's going to do it. throw to first, and that is going to retire the side, and the ball game is over. The Mariners choked away a 4-1 lead. Are you joking me? A 4-1 lead. And now, because of that, the Mariners are down on the Texas Rangers by a half game. They have officially lost their division lead thanks to just absolute incompetence by Dan Wilson and his management. Let me just go straight to it. So as much as the offense was doing pretty well, sort of ish, they had 4 runs. It was 4-1. And then going into the 6th inning, it was the top of the 6th, bottom of the 6th inning. The problem I saw was when Emerson Hancock, he had 2 outs. He could have just easily, I mean, he walked the guy, sure, whatever. But then right to it, Dan Wilson literally just out of panic, knee-jerk move, pulled out Emerson Hancock when it was 2 outs with a man on. And it didn't really seem that much threatening at all. And then you wasted it on Eduardo Bizardo, who ended up wasting 10 pitches when he gave up a hit and, I got a strikeout. I didn't think that was the right move. Like, on 97 pitches, sure, but this is baseball. Things aren't going to always go your way, Dan Wilson, to just keep maintaining the pitch count. At that point, the pitch count doesn't matter, but no. You take him out, you bring in Eduardo Bizardo, you waste an inning, and then you had Gabe Spire, which that could have been Eduardo Bizardo's inning, but no, you had to play with the stupid matchups that you always do. And then at the 8th inning, then after a 13-pitch inning, then you bring in Rucker and Simpson, who single-handedly lost this game. They walked 2 batters and gave up 4 runs and made it into a total of 5 runs. They walked 3 batters, and this was all because of just managerial incompetence of Dan Wilson. Like, this is why you keep your starter at least 1 more. Now, if it didn't work out for Emerson Hancock, if he blew it, then fine. I would rather lose with the starters than lose with just bad, incompetent decision-making. And this is why Dan Wilson, at this point, he really should not be the manager anymore. Like, one of my friends was foreseeing the problem. I mean, he said that Dan Wilson needs to be fired today. No, tomorrow, but today. This is absolutely irresponsible managing. It's a 4-1 game in the 8th inning, and he pitches Rutgers, and he's warming up Simpson. Yeah, Dan Wilson is everything wrong. Jerry DiPoto is everything wrong. A very narcissistic executive. Like, at that point, I just can't really blame the offense that much because they did do their part. When you score 4 runs in a game, when you do 4 runs when you score 4 runs in the game, that's the pitcher's job at that point to actually hold it. But no, they just couldn't hold it at all. And now look where we are. Now we're down on the Texas Rangers in the division lead. And then it gets a little bit worse, I would think, because we're going to be playing the Angels. And the Mariners have gave Angels problems. They won 2 out of 3 against us, including the Joe Adell home run robbing. That's the last time the Mariners played the Angels. So, and it gets even worse. The Mariners are going to possibly finish, and let me look up the record and see where they're at for this month of June, because it does look really, really bad. For the month of June, Mariners are projected to maybe at best win 13 games when they had a 15-win month. And look where we are now. I mean, forget about this whole Cal Raleigh couldn't tag at home. I mean, all these problems were attributed by Dan Wilson and his managing incompetence. And now the Mariners have just lost their division lead, and this could be like the backbreaker. And I said that this was going to be a very tough stretch because the Mariners had very difficult opponents. They had to deal with, after the Mets series, the Tigers, Baltimore, Washington. Mariners got 2 out of 3, but that was it. They've only won a total of 2 series, then a brutal loss in Pittsburgh, and then just lost in narrow margins to the Cleveland Guardians. And then when you go into July, it doesn't get any better. You're hosting the Toronto Blue Jays, which the Blue Jays have their numbers. Then you got Miami and you got Tampa going into the All-Star break. So I think by the end of this All-Star break, the Mariners could be out of reach for this division if they don't step it up. Like, I'm just at a complete loss of words. Just very frustrated. And the things that have to happen, I mean, it doesn't help. I mean, yeah, I get it that the injuries are really bad. It's really hurting this team, but I still don't think that's a good excuse, because if the Mariners just had depth when they had opportunities to maintain their depth after the 2025 season, then the injuries wouldn't be as much of a big deal, because Donovan's still out, Matt Brash is still out. But the Mariners, all we're going to do is like, oh yeah, we're hurt and everything like that. No, I cannot accept that excuse. Just absolutely just disgraceful performance by the Mariners, blowing a 4-1 lead, which is almost impossible to do. For those in Vegas that put like in $1, they probably won like $100, so congratulations. But that, yeah, just absolutely disgusting. Mariners are going to be hosting the Anaheim Los Angeles Angels. And I mean, that's going to be it. I think I'm pretty much done. But everyone that was here, thank you for the comments. And let me just go over the comments before I go home. Oh man, this guy says you could pinch hit Rayleigh, but he's cooled off and is prone to whiffing. I mean, maybe you could have. I mean, Dom Canzone, he just swung like an idiot. Home runner bust, hero ball, still can't be saved. Nope. Mariners, they did lose. I mean, they've blown it like all year long. Dan Wilson is definitely everything wrong. I mean, it's like, why do we even have hope anymore? He's not a legitimate manager. It's a very brutal loss. I mean, pretty sure below 500 is guaranteed for this month alone. Yeah, I mean, they can get to 13-13 if they win 2 in a row against the Angels, but who really wants to bank on that? Astros don't even have 2/3 of their roster, and they are still a half game back in a few minutes. Yeah, Astros have a chance to win this division. Mariners fans complain about injuries. You don't understand pain meme. Donovan is apparently soft, and St. Louis knew it and let him go. That says a lot. But I think this is going to be it. I got to take off. I'm really hungry. I got to eat. But for everyone that was on this show, thank you very much. And everyone painfully saying, go Mariners. That's all I got. SeatGeek is a mobile ticketing app for sporting events, concerts, and other events. They make the buying experience easier by the app ranking each ticket from 0 to 10 to see if you are getting a good deal, and you can see exactly where you are sitting. I regularly use that app, and I have had nothing but a fantastic experience with SeatGeek. Use my promo code RooftopSports to get $20 off of your first purchase. Link to the code, app, and website will be in the description, so take advantage, and thank you.